Hi, everyone. You're welcome. My name is Olain Karen, and as you know, I'm popularly known as Nurse Koshola. I'm a nurse. I live in Ireland. I practice as a clinical nurse manager. And for a very long time, I think since the beginning of this year, even late last year, we've all been hearing about the UK healthcare visa, healthcare visa. That's talking about senior care assistant, healthcare assistant job, work visa with sponsorship, a lot of information. And to be honest, if you go on YouTube, just type it on Google. There's so many information that even sometimes you get confused. Like myself, I got confused. I had to, do my own personal digging because a lot of people have been coming to me, especially knowing the fact that I work with a recruiter agency here in Ireland and UK, Synergy International Network, for those that don't know. So I co-found Synergy International Network, and basically what we do is to recruit for recruiters and other things like IELTS, OET, tutorials, and so many other things that we do, okay? Payment of international fees. So because of that, and I know it is expected, or people expect that, why I should have this information, okay? And of course, I should have this information. But because personally myself, I am not in the UK, and I try not to, I try as much as possible not to give, I don't want to give any false information. To be honest, I want to make sure that whatever information I'm given, they are correct. And, I don't want to put anybody, to make them go astray, something like that. So that is the most important reason why I've deferred up to this time, in, let me say, giving this information. But again, after much pressure, after much request, after so many people, asking what about this? It looks like you're not, do you not know what you're doing, or do you know your job? So that's why I'm here. And just to let you know, this was launched earlier this year in February, and it will only be lasting for 12 months, according to, anything can change tomorrow, anything can change tomorrow. So the UK healthcare visa, the sponsorship one, and also is on the duration, or what I call it now, the validity of it is only for 12 months. So if some people are already getting the job, in fact, some people are already in the UK based on this, visa pathway, and some are in the process already. But for those that still want to try, if you still want to try, I'll say the processing takes, it could take up to 3 to 6 months. So you might want to start now, like now. So this video is just to give other people some benefits, just any chance at all that you can also try this. So instead of, coming to my DM and responding to people individually, so I've decided to do this because, to be honest, it's a busy world everywhere. I don't want to say here, it's a busy world everywhere, and we're just trying as much as possible to see what we can do to help humanity. So like I said, I'm sorry for coming in late, but if you are joining for the first time, if you are watching from YouTube, because I'm going to be putting this on YouTube, if you happen to be watching on YouTube, please do me a favor of subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm just growing, okay? Please help my ministry as much as possible so I can, be more committed to giving you information, right information, up to date and relevant information when it comes. So basically what I talk about is healthcare. Okay, I talk about your health, I talk about my health, I talk about healthcare professionals, I talk about lifestyle, I also talk about branding, like business branding. I can also, in collaboration, promote your brand for you and all that. So some a little bits of everything, everything, fashion, African fashion, and all that. So that's what I talk about. So if you're interested in me, of course, I know, especially when it comes to career development. So I'm a nurse coach and mentor. So I also talk more about, career mentorship. And before I continue, just to let you know, I have a new book. I've written a new book. I'm an author. Okay. And it's going to be launched April. Besides this to be announced, but the book is on pre-order now, and it goes just for 1,499 naira, which is less than €5, about approximately $5. So please don't door, it's going for $5. So please go, and I'm going to drop the link, in the comment section so you can see, pre-order, and you can join the launch team. All right, let me not bore you too much. Let's go straight to what we want to talk about today. So we're talking about UK healthcare visa or healthcare job pathway. So if you are interested, either you are a healthcare professional or you are not, there are different categories of these, that even if you are not a nurse or you are not an healthcare assistant, you don't have any, background in health, you can apply for this. You have people apply for this. You have somebody who was an accountant apply for this and got the job and is now in the UK. Okay, so you can definitely, I'm going to tell you about what is required of you. And if I'm looking down, just know that I'm just trying to go through what I have down in my notes. Okay, so the health and care worker visa, that is what it is called actually. So what this is all about is that the UK has opened up, the road for you, if you are qualified or if you meet all their requirements, to come into the UK to work, to do eligible job with the NHS or with any, care home or so on. So if you or your family, if you are interested, you can actually go with your family. That's another thing. All right. So the eligibility for this is that you qualify for a health and care worker visa if you are a doctor, a nurse, a healthcare professional, adult social care, or you can prove or you maybe have experience. So again, I'm going to be sharing some jobs or some employers that are recruiting. Some does not, they'll put it categorically there that you don't require any work experience, okay? So depending on the employer. So this visa is, you're eligible to work for a UK employer that has been approved by the Home Office. So there are so many employers. Just make sure that the one that you are applying to, they have approval for certificate of sponsorship, what they call the COS. Okay, so you must have a job that have a certificate of sponsorship from an employer with information and be paid a minimum salary. So this salary depends on your employer or the type of work you do, but generally the salary will be looking between £26,000 and above. So depending on the employer. And of course you will need an English language proficiency, what will I call it now, a requirement document to show that you are able to speak, read, write, and understand English. So a proof that you have knowledge of English. So to make this simple, generally you need IELTS, or for this particular pathway, if you are an healthcare professional, you need IELTS. I'm going to be recommending that you do the IELTS UKVI General or academic. So let me just explain the difference between that two. IELTS, there's the normal IELTS General, there's the normal IELTS Academic, and then we have IELTS UKVI. That is the one that you use for UK visa immigration. Okay, so the IELTS UKVI is what you require for this. Now, either you're choosing IELTS UKVI Academic or IELTS UKVI General, depends on if you are a healthcare professional. So I'm going to advise, if you are a healthcare professional, please go for the IELTS UKVI Academy, because you will also later on, need the academic part of it for your professional registration. So professional registration in the UK or even Ireland requires ISS Academic. So general will not be able to meet that need. So I will advise that you do IELTS UKVI Academy. But if you are not a healthcare professional at all, so maybe you are in any other field, you can do the IELTS UKVI General. That will allow you to give you opportunity to study, in the UK as well. So you need generally maybe to study. So you're going to need that. Okay, so go through that quickly. IELTS UKVI Academy or IELTS UKVI General, whichever one. So there are difference between the two exams about how the technicality of it, and some will say academic is very difficult. And so I had IELTS Academy, about 5 years ago, and I had it, at one sitting. Pass as well. Another story for another day. So let's go. So this health and care worker visa will allow you to, the visa can last for up to 5 years before you need to extend it. And you will need to apply to extend or update your visa when it expires. So imagine you have 5 years. 5 years. So if you want to stay longer in the UK, you can apply to extend your visa as many times as long as you still meet their eligibility requirements. So after 5 years, of course, you can apply to settle permanently in the UK. So how do you apply for this? Like generally, you need an employer, and I'm going to go into that. So you need an employer that has COS, the Certificate of Sponsorship Approval, for you to process this type of visa. Okay, and so how much, we're going to talk about this later. Let me now go straight quickly to the most wanted question, which are the employers. So I'm going to be sharing some employers. So come closer, come closer. I'm going to be sharing some employers here that possibly, you can get the senior care assistant through, or the health care assistant. So the first on my list here, based on my research, like I said, is Avanta Care. So avantacare.com, if you want to put that down, avantacare.com/candidate/international. So you will see there, we are recruiting senior care assistants. Now, they say, due to the recent changes in the UK immigration system, international nurses now have the option to work in the UK as a senior care assistant. Remember, I was talking about healthcare assistant or being a nurse or so. Now, this one is particularly senior care assistant. There's a difference between senior care assistant and healthcare assistant. So this senior care assistant, what they do majorly is to supervise care assistant. So every employer requires somebody that has experience in this area. So if you don't have any experience in healthcare job, so our advice, don't bother to apply for this. To be honest, don't bother to apply for this, because they are looking for people that are experienced in it. That's why for this particular employer, they're actually looking for nurses. Maybe you are a nurse and you haven't met the maybe IELTS requirements, and that has been keeping you in your country for a long time. So this is an opportunity for you to come and work as a senior care assistant. Now, people have asked me, I've actually told one of my mentees that I was saying, should I go and work as a senior care assistant? And what I told her was that, well, it depends on you. I wouldn't advise you, to work as a care assistant. You can still try. That's what I told her, to be honest. I said, you can still try to get a job as nurse, but everybody knows what suits you. You know what you want. You know how desperate you are. I'm not saying you should be very desperate, but you know what you want. So the most important thing is for you to have the options to choose. And I hope you choose right. Okay. So I'm not going to be advising you or telling you do this or not do this. I'm just going to give you the open jacket, all the options, and then you can, walk through it yourself. All right. So let me go back to the job about the senior care assistant. So the role of the senior care assistant, like I said, is to lead a team and monitor. So what's the package all about? So you see, you will need a nursing diploma in your own country, care certificate, training. I'm going to be sharing where you can get that training done as well. Okay, 12 months minimum nurse work experience, pass language exam, like I said, relevant score. So for this, you only need IELTS 4 and above. So if you have 5.5 already, and you are still struggling to rewrite, you can just go through this. Okay, and look at the salary there. I have a salary of £23,000. You're going to be working 44 hours per week. That's saying like you'll be earning about £1,004 in a month, which is very, very good. So you can go through this website, avantacare.com, and go straight. You see, if you go, you see international applicants, international nurses. So they are recruiting internationally, if you want to know. So all you just have to do is to click apply. Once you click apply, then it will take you to where you upload your CV. So again, look at it here. Quick quickly apply here. So you leave your name and all that and press next, where it will take you to another page where you have to upload your CV. I'm going to be talking about your CV in a short while, because that actually determines in a long, long way, either you're going to get the job or not, to be honest. So we'll talk about CV. If you're watching this whenever time, just put in the chat box CV or any question that you may have, just put in the chat box on the comment section. I'm going to go through them one after the other and answer. Okay, so now the other thing I want to talk about, let me share with you another employer that is recruiting. Now, let me just say this. I don't know what time you might have to be watching this if you are not currently, online. This live video, this is a live video and it's being recorded. I'll be shared on YouTube. So if you're not already on live, I don't know what date and what year you're going to be watching this. But what I just want to tell you that in case you are watching and these applications have closed, so that is just for this time, and you don't say that, oh, it's not correct or the information is wrong. So this is another employer, Agent Care Careers, agentcarecareers.com. So you can go and pick them. I'll try to put the links together in the comment section, the description section on YouTube later on. So they are looking for UK carers. And these people as well, see, we are offering sponsorship to qualified nurses and senior healthcare assistants through the new health and career worker visa. So you can see when you're looking for a job, when you're online, make sure that you are looking at that particular employer that has this in their information that they are offering sponsorship. Not all of them are offering sponsorship, so don't waste your time. Okay, so that is Aging Care Careers, and you can see the eligibility there. You have a qualification in a health and social care related subject, be a nurse or senior health care assistant. So these people are still looking for senior care assistant, and that's their requirements. Have a qualification that demonstrates proficient level of spoken and written English, and UKVI IELTS with scores not less than 6 overall and 5.5 for each module. So like I said, each employer has their own requirements, all right? So these people are looking for 1 or more years of clinical experience or working in healthcare related environments. Be from a country, forget about that. So if you are eligible, if you feel like you are interested in this, you can apply. Just press the apply and make sure you work on your CV. We're going to talk about the CV now. All right, so let me show you another one. So what I'm just sharing with you is agencies that are recruiting at the moment. So if I were you, I will just start Googling and I'll start looking for this information myself. You can do this. You don't need any agency. To be honest, I could as well charge some money to do this and get money, but it's not necessary. You can do this yourself. Just this information is what you need. So let me share where you upload for Agent Care before I leave that. And you'll see that it's very important that you have your CV ready. Make sure you have your CV, your device CV ready. So that's Agent Care. You're applying for health and care worker. You have to register and log in, and that's what is required. Put in your name, and the next thing is that upload the CV to create a profile. So make sure you have your CV ready. All right. So what other employers? Let me share with you another one. Again, like I said, the time, there are a lot of people applying for this role. There are a lot of, so you want to make hay while the sun shine before you lose the opportunity. So don't dull yourself, don't dull it. All right, let me get you another employer that I have here. So there is one that, okay, Berkeley Home Health. I share that with you now. Let me share Berkeley with you. Loving Angels. So Loving Angels Care as well.uk, they're also recruiting international as senior care assistants. So you can look up Loving Angels Care.uk/jobs /international recruitment. So basically, these ones are purely looking for senior care assistant. And let's look at their requirements. Look at the role. So in case you don't know what your role is, as healthcare assistant, assisting with all aspects of personal care, showering, bathing, dressing, grooming, toileting. We need you to clean up somebody. So if you know you are not ready for that, please don't even bother. Assistant with day-to-day care and all that. These are even as nurses here that we do. I've cleaned bomb, I've cleaned yash, I've done everything, clean feces, pack all the packables. So that is what we do. And we are proud of it because it's not just a duty of care. So let's go to the requirement. There you see the requirement: minimum 2 years experience in health and social care, relevant health and social care qualifications, valid photo driving license. You can use your international driving license, valid passport. You're going to be needing a TB test from your home office, approved test, then police clearance, and minimum IELTS score. You see, this one are different, minimum of 4 to 5. So again, like I said, there are different employers, and you can see where you can send your CV there. So if you meet this requirement, you can click here to upload all your CV and document, or look at this email. You might want to, copy that down there and, send email. Again, like I said, this job might be gone by the time you are seeing it. I don't know what time you'll be seeing it, but just to tell you that there are opportunities that you can actually apply, and people are taking this opportunity. So don't dull yourself. Don't dull yourself. Let me show you another one. I'll just try. Yeah. Let me show you another one here. So this is a living position. So living a visiting carer. So a living carer, this is berkeleyhomehealth.com. berkeleyhomehealthcare.com. They're also recruiting. They're looking for living carer. They're looking for visiting carer and care jobs. Okay, so let me go to their living carer. You see what it's all about. So their living carer, what you have to do is you might be living with that client in their home maybe for 2 weeks on, and then you take 1 week off. A lot of people do that, okay, and you get a good job. So the same thing, they are looking for international, and just go through. There's a particular link where you could just go and apply straight to them. So note it down, berkeleyhomehealth.com, and they provide certificates of sponsorship as well, so you can use them. You can go through them. People are getting jobs. Don't do yourself again. So another one that I have is ena.co.uk. So ena.co.uk, they're also looking for carers. They're looking for carers, and they offer certificates of sponsorship. Can you see that? They offer that. So if you require this, you just have to, go apply. So ena.co.uk/jobs/overseas-applicants/. Okay, so they also provide CSO, and you can apply there. Again, like I said, get your CV ready. And they're going to be doing their background checks, like I've mentioned, references, police clearance, your photo IDs, and all that. So all this, you have to have it ready. So quickly, I'll just run you generally what the process is for these particular people, and generally for any care job. So once you have an employer that can give a certificate of sponsorship, you apply, make sure that your CV is right. It shows that you have experience. Okay, we're going to talk about that. And then, so you apply. So if you are selected, they'll call you for an interview. Again, if you need help with preparing for interview, I'm going to be doing another video later on, about how to prepare for healthcare assistant interview jobs. So get all your paperwork, your document, background checks ready. Make sure you get an original one, not a counterfeit one. Don't do fake, okay? So, and then you'll be invited for the interview, and they will do some training and assessment once you get over. So you might need some training as well. I'll share in this same section the types of trainings you can do or where you can get those training. And that's that you get your placement and you'll be invited over. They're going to be catering for the flights, flight booking. Most of these employers will pay for your flights. It's sponsorship. They'll bring you down, pay for accommodation maybe for 1 month or 2 months, depending as well. Okay, so let me go back to Facebook there and see what is going on. If you have any question, please let me know. Let me know. Okay, I see what is wrong on Facebook. It was shared as just with my friends. That's why. Okay, so we've gone public now, hopefully. All right, so let me share another employer with you. Again, I might not talk about all of them, but I'll put the links in the chat section. Okay, so carahealthcare.com. There are another employers that are recruiting. Let me share with you their page so you can see for yourself. carahealthcare.com, also called Sherryfield residential homes. So these you see them, Sherry Tree Care Home. They are also recruiting for healthcare assistant, and they offer certificate of sponsorship. So if you are interested, you can apply. All the requirements are the same, like I've mentioned. I'm just showing you the what's it called? I'm just showing you their website. Now, this one came out of very, very, very recent, and they are called novacare.co.uk. They are recruiting healthcare assistant. And one thing about these people that I find very interesting, or I would say, yeah, very interesting, is that they say you don't need care. I'm trying to take this out of the way. You don't need work experience. Okay, let me show you. So what is involved? They are sponsoring overseas candidates for the employer. Can you imagine? So they are sponsoring as well. So the first step is, that's just some story. All you just have to do is to put in your name, your email, and then you submit. That's all that. So nurses qualifications from overseas, they are also employing nurses. So this is not just for healthcare assistant, also nurses. So you might want to, try that. And for their healthcare assistant, you don't require, what will I call it? You don't require experience. So let me show you that. Let's recruit nurses and healthcare assistants from overseas, as you can see there, because there are shortages. So you go to novacare.co.uk, all right, and you can apply there. They are recruiting, they are actively recruiting. So please don't dull yourself. Every other information you need, you find it on their website. All I'm just doing today here is to share the information with you. So now let me go to care jobs, care certificate, like the certificates that you might want to get. Okay, I have some other employer link as well. I'm going to put everything in the comment section or in the chat, but the description on the YouTube. So now, for those jobs that require you to have some care certificates, care job certificate, or they call it care certificate standard, let me share with you where you can do this. Some are free, some are not free. Of course, anything good is not free. You have to be able to pay for it, and you can get some, free as well. So let me share this with you. Samara Healthcare Recruitment, they have the care certificates jobs. Samara's Healthcare Recruitment Limited. So the care certificate bundle. So there are what they call the 15 standards that you need to do to add up to this. So I think all the bundle costs 35, and they're just very cheap. The care certificate standard, care certificate for understanding your role, personal development, equality, and diversity. So there are 15 of them like that. So you can, do this and get, add it to your CV so that, that this role is very competitive. You definitely need to put yourself to give yourself an edge above every other person. Another place you can do this, another link you can use is read.co.uk also offer care certificates jobs, and theirs is 11 pounds. So, you just do this. It doesn't really take a long time. And even if you don't have any healthcare background, you can do this. And what's other one? So, okay, I've showed you Samara and Care Demi. So they call themselves Care Demi. They also offer these courses as well. And theirs is £10. All 15 care certificate standard. So you can do this. It's how much is £10 that you can just use to go and eat a shawarma. So you can do this. Don't waste your money. And I've shown you read. Okay, so that's talking about where you can get certificate job. Now let's talk about work experience. If you have work experience, like I said, it's just putting you are putting yourself, above others. You're getting yourself prepared because you have people applying from all over the world, Philippines, Indians, and all that. You know how much these people are. So you want to put yourself in a very, very good advantageous position. So if you have work experience, it is good. You can, if you are not currently working in the healthcare sector, you can take up voluntary work. You can just go to any hospital, private or public, of course, that they will be able to give you reference, and do some voluntary work, either paid or paid. Don't mind, like this is your life, so you can build it. And if you find anyone that could be part-time and you are being paid, just do something related to care. Even if we have so many, I know in Nigeria now we have so many care jobs, care home, home care and all that. So you can also do that, okay? And if you have been caring for your aged person for a very long time as well, you can always put this up together that you're being a living carer, or a caregiver for a family member, and also everything is packaging, okay? No, and another thing you can do is, look out for any opportunity. I think I mentioned that already, to do volunteer job. Just do. And if you are already in the healthcare system, that is a good thing for you. Just make sure that you put everything you do in your CV. Okay. If you need help with doing your CV, I'm trying to see if I can create a Telegram group for this, for any help with CV. I'm going to be sharing information about this. To be honest, I will. It's not like I will not be able to respond to every individual messages or text. Is a very busy world, and taking out time to do this, it actually means a lot. It means like I really want to help other people, so please help yourself as well and help others by sharing this video. Okay, I want to make sure that I'm not leaving anything out that I want to share with you. If you have any question, please drop it. And if you are watching this on Facebook or watch it on YouTube at any time, if you find this interesting, or, like I said, everything I talk about is career, and your health. So please subscribe I beg you, please subscribe. I'm trying to just encourage me, okay? Just encourage me to do more. Amidst of all the busy work and all that, I still try, because I want to give information, and it could be very overwhelming to be giving repeated information to different people. Okay, so that's why I'm just trying to come on, and record and put it up on YouTube. So it's more of helping you as well, and you helping me. It's a win-win. So please subscribe and press notification button. So let me see if we have any question already from the Facebook live page, and see how we can answer such. Okay, so one question that I've received is, I think I've answered actually, how much does a healthcare assistant, how much are they paid? So to get this job, like I said, to get an healthcare visa sponsorship, then you need to have a job that will cost nothing less than 22, 23, 24,000 pounds. So, and that's roughly you earning about 1,005 pounds in a month. You can do the calculation. Now that means you'll be earning about 10 pounds per hour, 10 to 15 pounds per hour, depending on the employer. So that's how much it's, if you look at it, it's a lot. 10 pounds per hour. So, and minimum you're going to be working for, let me say 8 to 10 hours or even 12 hours in a day. So you can do the calculation yourself. Is a big money. Okay, so I'm going to be rounding up on this, so it's not too long. If you have any question regarding this, you can drop it in the, I'll come back. I'll go through all the questions and I'll try to, come again to do a video to answer those questions. So thank you so much. My name is Ola Karimo. You can call me Nurse Coach Ola. I'm a nurse, I'm your sister, I'm your friend. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share this video to somebody else that need it. Like I used to say, share it with somebody so that somebody will share it with somebody till it gets somebody that needs it. Okay, so till I meet you again, till I come here again and meet you in the chat box or in the comment section. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day. Remember, you can achieve whatever you want to achieve if you can set your mind at it. Please, if you have any question regarding, I would prefer that you just come under the comment section and ask. I will not be entertaining individual questions regarding this. Like, I am not an immigration consultant. I am not an employer. I am not a recruit. I recruit for recruiters, and I've just shared with you recruiters that are doing this. So you can go to them directly when it comes to this particular job. If it's about nurses, if you are a nurse, okay, if you are a nurse and you're looking for a job in Ireland or in UK, I can be of service to you via Synergy International Network. So again, let me do some adverts there about Synergy. So what we do, we call ourselves Synergy Nurses. We are not just for nurses, we are for all healthcare professionals. So far, you need IELTS or even non-healthcare professional. If you need IELTS or you need OET, please come to us. We are the only African-based educational consultant that is offering OET. We are the only for now OET now. I'm proud to say that. And we tutor you, we call it OET Study Buddy, for you to pass at one system. We have a testimony. You can go to our website, synergynurse.co.uk. All right, so Ireland or UK, you can direct the questions to me. But for healthcare assistant, please just go through the links that I've showed you. I've shared and get more information. Again, I promise that I'm going to create a Telegram group where I can be any information I have regarding healthcare assistant pathway. I will drop it there, but I will not be directly answering questions directly when it comes to healthcare workers visa. I hope you can pardon me for that. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.